My son said, I don't want your last name anymore. My new dad says you're a loser, and I should take a real man's name. My wife smiled. I said, fine. A week later, the family lawyer called. Ma'am, do you realize what you just let him sign away? It happened at his graduation party. My son Tyler, 17, stood up in front of everyone and announced he wanted his stepdad's last name instead of mine. The backyard went quiet. About 30 people, relatives, neighbors, his friends all staring. My ex-wife Natalie looked so proud. Her new husband Brett owned 3 car dealerships and never missed a chance to mention it. Brett stood there with his arm around Tyler, grinning. The kid knows quality when he sees it, he said loud enough for everyone to hear. A few people laughed uncomfortably. Tyler looked at me, waiting for a reaction. Brett's been more of a father to me in 2 years than you ever were. I watched Natalie's face. She wasn't even trying to hide her smile. Here's what they didn't know. I saw this coming 6 months ago, when Tyler started calling Brett Dad in front of me, when he wore a jacket with Brett's dealership logo to my mother's funeral, when Natalie started letting Brett answer my calls to discuss Tyler's college plans, so I'd prepared. I reached into my jacket and pulled out an envelope. Inside was a single document, a formal declaration of name change, already notarized, already processed through the family trust's legal team. You want his name? I said. Sign here. I placed it on the patio table, right between the graduation cake and the card box. Tyler barely hesitated. He grabbed the pen like he was signing a yearbook. Brett leaned over his shoulder, reading, Smart move, kid. The Whitmore name's a winner. Natalie took photos with her phone. The whole thing. Tyler signed with this flourish, like he was autographing something important. He slid it back to me. There. Happy now? Extremely, I said. Brett raised his beer. To Tyler Whitmore, may he achieve everything his biological father couldn't. People drank to that. My own sister looked away. I folded the document carefully, put it back in the envelope, and left without saying goodbye. I heard Brett tell someone I was being dramatic. The next 2 weeks were normal. Tyler posted graduation photos on social media, his new last name already updated in his bio. Natalie sent me exactly one text asking when I'd return Tyler's Xbox controller. That was it. Then the trust lawyer called Natalie. I wasn't there for that conversation, but she called me 30 minutes later. She was screaming so loud I had to hold the phone away from my ear. What did you do? What did you do? I gave Tyler what he asked for, I said. His college fund is frozen. They're saying he's not eligible anymore. That's correct. You're a spiteful. She was crying now. He's your son. He was, I said. He chose differently. Here's the thing about the Whitmore family trust. My grandfather established it in 1952. He was obsessive about legacy, about keeping the family name alive after losing 2 brothers in the war. The trust had one ironclad rule. It only passes to direct descendants who carry the Whitmore name. Tyler's signature didn't just change his last name on paper. It legally severed him from the family bloodline in the eyes of the trust. No second chances, no appeals. The trust was worth $1.2 million. It was supposed to cover Tyler's college, his first house, his future. My grandfather specifically designed it that way to give each generation a foundation. I tried to explain this to Natalie 2 years ago, right after she introduced Tyler to Brett. She laughed at me. You can't control him forever with money. She was right. I wasn't controlling him. I was offering him a choice. He made it in front of 30 witnesses while his mother took pictures. The lawyer sent Natalie the trust documents. She finally read them. Then she called back, quieter this time. He's 17. He didn't understand what he was signing. He understood enough to do it in public, with a notarized document that you photographed. Silence. Brett says he'll pay for community college. That's generous of him, I said. Tyler's been texting me for 3 days now. The messages started angry, then confused, now desperate. I haven't opened them. Turns out the Escalade and the house were all financed on credit.